Hello everyone, it's Miss Amanda here from the Waverly Head Start. Today we're going to read a book called House, Sweet House. We've been talking about like our communities and stuff, so I'm going to read this book, and then I have some popsicle sticks or craft sticks that you can use at the end to build like a house or count them. I have different colored ones. So at home, if you have popsicle sticks that are just the plain, you can color them with markers. You could color them red, purple, blue, whatever color you'd like, and then you can sort them with your children. You can count with your children. You can construct things, use some glue. You can make shapes with them. So that's some of the stuff that we can do at the end. Okay, so house, sweet house. Families live in all kinds of houses. There are big houses, little houses, plain houses, and houses in all colors of the rainbow. No matter what it looks like, a family's house is its own. Some houses are built for just one family. Other buildings contain homes for many people. See that this big one is a big tower? Lots of people can live in that one. In the city, many families live in one tall apartment building. In a small town, families often live in separate houses with their neighbors close by. So what do you live in? Do you live in a house? Do you live in an apartment? Do you live on a farm? In the country, a family living in a farmhouse might be the only family for miles around. Houses come in different shapes. Some are square, some are round, and some shapes are a surprise. An A-frame house has a long sloped roof that goes all the way to the ground. A-frames are often built in snowy areas because snow slides right off. That's pretty cool. In one part of China, people live in tulios. A tulios is an O-shaped building with apartments circling the center. That's pretty cool. Some houses on the edge of the desert are shaped like beehives with people living inside. These are all different ways that people live. People sometimes build houses out of whatever they find close at hand. In rocky places, people gather up stones, stack them on top of each other, and make sturdy houses that last a long time. There's some stone. In dry places, people mix together mud and straw, shape it into walls, and build houses from earth. On tropical islands, people turn palm trees into cool, leafy houses that let the breeze blow through. People build houses almost anywhere, near the water, under the ground, and up in treetops. People along rivers build their houses on stilts to keep their families high and dry so they don't flood. See that? If the water were to come up. Some people live underground in houses that are hidden from sight. Other people build houses high up in the treetops to stay safe from wild animals. So they must have to stay safe from wild animals. Most houses stay in one place, but some houses can travel along wherever a family goes. Sheep herders in Mongolia live in houses called yurts, white tents that can be taken down, folded up, and carried to a new place. So it's like a traveling home. It's like a tent. It's kind of cool. People who live on houseboats can anchor their home at a dock or travel up and down on a river. There are even houses on wheels. Families can drive their mobile homes anywhere and have their houses with them when they stop. There's some campers. My parents have a camper. Campers are pretty fun. Long ago in America, houses looked very different from the kinds of houses we live in today. Native Americans built houses that fit their way of life. Those who traveled the Great Plains lived in teepees that they could move with them when they hunted buffalo. So that's what they used to live in. Some Native Americans built dome-shaped dwellings out of thatched grass. Settlers who came to America built log cabins in the woods. They cut down trees, notched the edge of the logs, and stacked them up to make warm wooden houses. Those are some cool houses. Some houses are famous all over the world because important people live there, like the White House. The White House in Washington, D.C. is the home of the President of the United States and the First Family. Have you ever been to Washington to see the White House? Miss Amanda has. It was pretty cool. Buckingham Palace is the London home of the King or Queen of England. Visitors come to watch the changing of the guard. The Forbidden City stands in Beijing, China, and is now a museum. Long ago, it was the imperial palace of Chinese emperors. Houses give people protection, comfort, and warmth. A tent in the Sahara Desert has sides that can roll up to catch a breeze or roll down when there's a sandstorm. In the freezing weather of the Arctic, an igloo made of snow can become a temporary home for hunters and travelers. A house with a burning fireplace can make a family feel cozy and comfortable. A nice warm campfire on a nice winter day. Houses are places to eat, sleep, work, and play. Kitchens are very busy places in homes all over the world. Families make everything from burritos and beignets to barbecue. Everyone has a chore to do around the house. It might be sweeping the steps, feeding the chickens, or doing the dishes. At night, a house is where you snuggle up, fall asleep, and have sweet dreams. There are all kinds of houses, and there are all kinds of families. Families are what make a house a home. Where do you live? What is special about your house? So you can talk with your child about what kind of house you live in, what kind of house maybe their grandparents live in, or an aunt or an uncle or a relative. And then you guys can use your popsicle sticks that you have. You have some popsicle sticks at home. You could use sticks from outside. You could go outside on a nature hunt and find some sticks outside. You could count the sticks outside. You could also use rocks. If you could go out and find some rocks, you can use rocks to pretend to build a house. What else could you use? You could use, there's hay or grass, you could use that to build a house. So go out and do like a little nature walk, or if you have some popsicle sticks around the house, get some things to build with and build a house. That would be something fun you could do as a family. And you can use your popsicle sticks or your sticks or whatever it is that you're collecting to build your house or make your house. You can glue it on paper. You can just make like a sculpture. And when you're done, you can use you can use some of your materials to count. So for instance, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 popsicle sticks. How many of these popsicle sticks are blue? Okay, you can color them and count how many are blue. How many are orange? So there's 1 orange. How many are purple? 2 purple. That's something fun you can do to help your children learn counting, and definitely building a home structure with some materials you can either find around the house or outside on a nature walk would be really fun. All right, till next time.